Last day out here for a little while. So I'm going to try to clean this place out today, and we shall see how that goes. This actually goes on here, so when you're doing your laundry, put that lid on there. I'll try to get this thing running, but it's pretty cool. So my camera filled up when I was trying to sweep everything. I thought it'd be a cool time lapse to do the whole thing, but of course I didn't plan it properly and I ran out of memory, so I forgot to add memory. Okay, so this is kind of the end result. This is some epoxy or something I can't get up. This fridge needs to be cleaned up, but kind of a cool old fridge, similar to the one we have upstairs. And then just these random rooms, I guess they would hang their clothes there to dry. This utility closet, and then maybe this was just for laundry or something. I don't know, but I think it looks a lot better. It actually already has a better smell to it. So next step's gonna be to see if we can get that drain to drain. And yeah, another step forward. So take this stuff out. These mop things are down there. So I don't really have a better way to block off this screen from keeping raccoons out. So I'm sure a raccoon could figure that out, but good enough for now. So this is kind of where Molly made it to yesterday. Sad to see the old floor go, but I don't think we would have done it if there wasn't wood floor underneath. I really like the idea of having a wood floor kitchen. So, man, it's slow going. We were not anticipating it to be so much work. That's our big project now. All right.
Oh wow, that's so clean. Woo! We should just eat over here.
Yeah, should we?
Yeah. Oh wow. That's a lot. You finished. You cleaned it. Baby.
Cheers.
Cheers. Holy cow.
Move-in ready.
How did we do that? Wow.
Look in here.
You're efficient.
We can start doing laundry.
Wow. You get her done, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It'd be 4 years to clean that. Wow. Huh. This is great.
I'm going to take you in and show you so far the most miserable job that I think Molly or I have ever had. I worked with her a little bit on this and I did not make a lot of progress. She's doing a lot better. Hi, baby.
Hi.
It's 90 degrees out today too, so being in a Tyvek suit is very saturated. We're slowly getting that tile up. And we gotta do the same thing over there, but the stuff in this house does not have asbestos in it, so that's a plus. But this stuff has 3 or 5% asbestos. Miserable. What else are you gonna do on a 90-degree day in Nebraska, though? How's it going?
Oh, it's getting hot.
I was getting ready to suit up. I'll go grab a hammer and suit up. This is how we have fun.
Let's go for a space washer with the Cottage. We got the Cottage award symbol.
White is easier than red. Got all the tiles up. It's a lot more than we thought we were going to do today, so we're pretty happy. We're going to let it dry out and then get the HEPA filter on the shop vac, and then we'll vacuum up as much as we can. And then we're talking about just getting a floor guy in here and sanding that. I guess you call it mastic, whatever that black glue stuff is. Next is going to be the plaster. So. All right, that was a tough job. Well, it was a lot of work. We got the floors all up. Got the floors all up. We may try to come in and get rid of all the mastic, and then the next step will be to refinish these floors. But first, we're going to cover all the floors with this paper, and then we're going to start taking down any plaster that is kind of failed. So probably the majority of the ceiling. This wall's probably okay. It's got a couple cracks in it. The walls actually don't seem all that bad. The ceiling will probably all come down. Once the ceiling is all down, I think then we will redo the ceiling, and then it will be time to refinish the floors. Then the house is going to be getting pretty close to live in. Okay, I got all the asbestos bags loaded into the back of the truck, and we are headed home. So really appreciate you being here. Stop by. I'll buy you a beer sometime. All right, have a great weekend. See you guys. Pretty amazing little machine. Well, that was actually really fun to watch. I can't believe how fast they did it. But they took down, we had 4 trees in front of the big house, and then we had the 2 here. Looks a lot different now. It's crazy the effect it has taking those 2 trees out. It looks kind of plain, but we'll get used to it like this. It's gonna get some nice bushes and maybe put another tree up that's not so close to the house. And then over here, I'm still not sure why they did that to those trees, why they turned them into totem poles. We're thinking it was probably because of the utility coming through, the power line. But they, it just looks fantastic now. I'm going to try to take a couple of the logs, probably the 2 from the little house, and this one that was over here seemed like the best. And he's going to mill them down and give me some lumber to make a bed on the back of Old Yeller. Thought that'd be kind of cool to have the cedar from those trees as the bed. And that is it for now. They came, they conquered, and they did a fantastic job for a great price. It's $1,500 to do 6 trees with stump grinding. They left the slash pile. They didn't haul that off, so that was probably a little bit of a savings there. But other than that, I thought I got a pretty good deal. So. Finally made it out here in the winter. I guess it's winter now. I guess it's still fall, but it's the first time I've hung out here when it's this cold. I did spend the night one night last year when it was, maybe it was in the 20s. I thought it was in the single digits, but I can't remember. I just know that I ran out of propane in the camper and it got really cold. But I've been kind of hunkered down in the camper all day today because it was just so bitter cold out here. But I wanted to do a quick little video of how the 2 houses are looking without the trees. And then the final thing that I need to do is over here at the little house, I got to get that telephone pole down, or the power pole. And it would have been awesome to have the tree guys do it. When I asked him to do it, he said, well, it looks like it's still attached to the house. So I said, oh, shoot, you're right. So I'm going to try to climb up there before it gets dark, which is in about 45 minutes, and cut those wires so that tomorrow I can get the chainsaw out and lop that off and try to pull the base of it out with the high lift jack. If I could do that, I feel like my trip out here would be worthwhile, because it was a long drive. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. I'm really hoping that it's going to snow. That's the main reason I came out this trip, is I was excited to be out here when it snows. So we'll see if I get lucky. It did spit a little bit today, but it didn't actually snow. I'm hoping it'll snow tomorrow. We shall see. Good afternoon. Made it out to the farm, Goat Head Farm. I wanted to come out and be here when it snowed, and it was forecasted to snow, but then it kind of went away and it looked like it wasn't going to snow, but it ended up snowing. It's melted off now, but I did get to see it snow, which was pretty cool. I want to be here. It's really cold in the camper, but I would like to be out here when it snows all day. But I don't know that I want to be out here in the camper when it snows all day. I think I'll just look forward to doing that when we get the little house semi-livable, or at least heated. I was in there most of today vacuuming up all the dead flies, and I could put a heater in there and get it pretty warm, I think. So maybe we could cool if we could just stay in there, but probably not this winter. I was hunkered down in the camper because it's been so cold that it used to be pretty hardy, I felt like, in the winter, and Molly and I have gone winter camping, and I don't know, I don't like being cold anymore, I guess. So I just had the heater on in there and just wanted to try and stay warm. It's just beautiful now that the clouds are kind of clearing off, and I really wanted to come out and do a little, I guess, outro for the video. I never really did anything, but wanted to show what it looks like with those 6 trees gone. There was one there, there was one there, and there was a couple over there. You can kind of see where the snow is. And then with the little house, looks dramatically different. I'm getting ready to go up on that ladder right now and try to cut the 4 wires that connect that power pole to the house, so that I can hopefully tomorrow get the chainsaw running, and I'm going to try to cut that pole down, and then I'm going to try to get a high lift jack and a chain and lift it up out of the ground, and then that pole will be gone, and that would be good. So that's my project for this trip. It's recording. It's got 3 bars, so it should record for about a minute and a half. As soon as I get up there and actually do something, I'm sure it'll die. It's only wire cutters I have. It might be a really nice sunset tonight. Well, that went better than I thought it would, so that's a good thing. Next step will be to get the chainsaw working. So I'm going to charge this up and we'll go watch the sunset. I decided to walk up the hill. Not that it's really a hill, but we can't really see the sunset from our place. We can, but it drops behind this little hill here. So I decided I'm going to walk up here tonight, and there's a lot of coyotes out here, and I'm thinking that goes straight down. You shouldn't mess with it. I think that's a coyote house. I'm not sure. We sure hear them howling at night. But I always kind of want to walk up here. It is just spectacular right now. It's about 25 degrees. Well, maybe it's warmer than that because my beer's not icing up yet. I hope you're having a great day. Cheers to you. And we will talk to you very soon. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Can you see me? I'm losing all my lights in here. Oh, actually, that's the last light bulb. There should be 4 up there, but I gotta get a new extension ladder so I can get up there. I wanted to show you guys this microwave. This was out here when we moved in. It was in the big house with the appliances in there, and it's about 600 pounds, but I carried it over here. I've been going to a chiropractor ever since, but I think it's exactly like the first microwave my parents ever bought. It's a radar range, an Amana radar range. It works really good, so that was a bonus to this place. Also, this is what I'm trying to get running for tomorrow. It's been doing pretty good for me. I did have the chain sharpened down at Ace Hardware because they do that. The chain keeps coming off, and I feel like I'm doing the tensioning right, but it's kind of a little junky chainsaw, but it works for what I'm doing. I can't believe that's a 16 inch. I thought it was a 12 inch, but anyways, you know, I thought that was 2 feet actually. But I'll get that chain put back on tomorrow, and other than that, it runs pretty good, and we'll try to go get that. I'm just going to call it a telephone pole, but I know it's for power. We'll get that pole chopped down by the little house, and that would accomplish my main goal for coming out this trip. So that would be awesome. It's time to eat my Santiago's smothered burrito. That is a beautiful thing right there. It's kind of what I live on out here. It's a little spicy for me this trip, but so good. So good. Okay, it's a beautiful night at Goathead Farm. Wow, that's hot. I was thinking about making a bonfire. Not a bonfire, but a campfire. I decided not to. I might actually. If I get super bored, I might go back out and make a fire. But since it's going to be 16 degrees tonight, I might just hunker down in the camper and call it good. Always wear your safety glasses. Okay, out of gas. 40 to 1. Today's the day I'm going to try to get this power pole out of here. I got the chainsaw running, and she's running strong. I'm going to try to use the high lift in this chain and see if I can just pull the entire pole out and tip it over first. If I can't do that, then I'll chop it off. It's hunting season around here. Everyone I've brought out to this place is kind of dumbfounded on why they ran this barbed wire on this pole. I'd be dumbfounded why I'm doing this without gloves on, but
Did you have any trouble getting that to come away from the house when it fell?
No, and I've done this before, but I never cut my wedge perfectly, because you start cutting your wedge and you go a little bit too horizontal, so your wedge ends up being like this, and then you want to cut your bottom part.
Yeah.
And then I'm way down here, so I have this like gap. You're supposed to cut a wedge. The wedge comes out, and then you just cut the back, and it falls towards your wedge. But I didn't get it that close, that tighty.
Yeah.
So then you gotta kind of, I just rock it. Well, then it rocks.
Back?
You don't want it to come back too far, because if you want it to swing so that it breaks.
Did you get a video? Okay.
I think I did. I probably didn't. I did not think it'd be this hard to get out. Well, plan J.
That trick. I mean, it looks like you got it. No idea how much further you have to go.
I don't. I mean, I figured it should be a third of this length, which could be like 10 feet.
Well, you could just cut it off where it is and just throw it back down in the ground and cover the hole. If it would be down low enough, that would be fine.
Yeah, that'd be all right, huh? Well, right now it would be probably be right about level. That chainsaw, this is really hard wood. That chainsaw has a really hard time cutting through it. I might have to just finish this tomorrow.
There you go, baby. Wow. Holy cow. Hey!
Let me go get a beer. So, this is the really easy way to accomplish pulling an old telephone pole out of the ground. That took me, I don't know, all said and done, probably what, 4.5, 5 minutes. I bet I've been out here for 2 hours.
Yeah. You got it though.
You know what?
What?
When I was leaning on that pole, I gave up.
You did?
Like, I'm done with this. And I thought, well, I'll give it one more try. I'll be darned. But couldn't have done it without my crew, my copper strand. Battery's gonna die right now.
Oh.
So after being out here in a very cold spell, surviving through some 17-degree nights, I made it back out. Molly came with me. She's going to meet me out here for a minute to watch this. What's going to be a spectacular sunset, I think. And I'm just having my celebratory beer for getting the power pole down. pretty happy with the way it went. It was a lot harder than it should have been because I was involved, but it went. And everything's looking so much better over here now. Probably try to do something with the outhouse next. Molly's thinking about putting she wants to put a composting toilet into the outhouse, which will be a step above sitting on my Home Depot bucket. So I'm excited about that. Just looks so much better with those trees gone. And it's time to start enjoying ourselves out here. Actually, it's time to really start getting to work. Well, I'm going to enjoy this beer, and I'm hoping Molly makes it out to the end of the driveway where I will be watching the sunset, having my beer. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're having a great night and hope you have a great weekend or whatever day it is. See you soon.